This 2-minute exercise relaxes the muscle that wakes you up at night. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning feeling truly, deeply rested. Picture opening your eyes to the quiet dawn, realizing you've slept soundly through the entire night, undisturbed by the urgent need to get up and without the frustrating struggle to fall back asleep. Envision having an abundance of energy, enough to enthusiastically play with your grandchildren, to tend to your beloved garden with vigor, or simply to savor your morning coffee with a genuine, peaceful smile gracing your face. This scenario, for many of us over the age of 60, might sound like an unattainable dream, a distant fantasy. For too long, sleep has often felt like a grueling battleground, a nightly contest we seem destined to lose. But I want to share something incredibly important with you right now. It absolutely does not have to be this way. Your body, regardless of your age, possesses an astonishing capacity for healing and restoration. Today, I am going to guide you through a very specific, exceptionally gentle routine. This isn't merely about moving your body. It's about sending a clear, soothing signal to your nervous system, communicating that it is safe, indeed, it is time to rest. We will explore 5 simple movements that you can perform with ease, either right on your bed or from the comfort of a sturdy chair. However, the journey doesn't end there. I urge you to stay with me until the very conclusion of this video, because after we complete our exercises, I will reveal a special bonus protocol. This protocol includes 3 truly life-changing habits, one of which is the renowned 3-2-1 rule, a remarkably effective strategy for improving sleep. I will meticulously explain the precise reasons why you might be waking up during the night, and how a seemingly minor adjustment to your evening routine can effectively put an end to those disruptive nightly bathroom trips once and for all. There exists a hidden, often overlooked connection between your legs and your bladder, a detail that very few people discuss, and today we are going to address and rectify this issue together. So, please, find a comfortable spot, take a deep, calming breath, and let us embark on this journey to reclaim your precious sleep. We begin our physical sequence with exercise number 5, which I've named the ankle pump, a true circulation booster. Throughout the day, the relentless force of gravity tends to draw fluids downwards, accumulating in our lower legs. If you've ever observed your ankles appearing somewhat swollen as the evening progresses, you're witnessing this phenomenon firsthand. This collected fluid, when you lie down to sleep, then begins its journey back towards your kidneys, where it is eventually transformed into urine. This fluid shift is a primary culprit behind those unwelcome nighttime awakenings for bathroom visits. Our objective, therefore, is to proactively assist in moving this fluid before you settle down for the night. To perform this exercise, sit comfortably with your legs extended, or, if you prefer, lie down on your back. The movement is straightforward. Gently point your toes away from you, as if you were pressing down firmly on the accelerator pedal of a car. Feel the satisfying stretch along the top of your foot. Now, consciously pull your toes back towards your shin, stretching as far as is comfortably possible. You should feel a distinct lengthening and release in your calf muscle. This calf muscle is often referred to as your second heart, and with each flex, you are actively pumping blood and lymphatic fluid back up towards your upper body, facilitating its processing while you are still awake. Let's perform this movement together, slowly and with a deliberate rhythm. Point your toes away, then pull them back towards your shin. Point and flex. Point and flex. There is no need to rush. This is not a competition. Visualize a gentle, rhythmic wave flowing through your lower legs. Continue this motion, and as you do, remember to breathe. Inhale deeply as you point your toes away, and exhale slowly as you flex them back towards your shin. We aim to perform this exercise for approximately 1 minute. You might begin to perceive a subtle warmth developing in your lower legs, a wonderful sign that your circulation is becoming more active. This indicates you are actively taking charge of your body's internal plumbing system. As you continue, consciously relax your shoulders and unclench your jaw. Focus your attention solely on your ankles and the movement. Excellent. If you experience any mild cramping, simply pause the exercise, gently shake your leg to release the tension, and then resume with a slightly smaller range of motion. Always listen to your body. You are performing a remarkable task. My dear friends, as you complete your ankle pumps, I have a small yet significant request. If you are finding this video to be of genuine help, or if you simply believe in embracing natural approaches to your health and well-being, I would be immensely grateful if you would take a moment to click the like button located just below this video. And if you haven't already joined our growing community, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's a minor action for you, but it signifies a world of difference to our community. It significantly helps this video reach other seniors who, like you, are grappling with sleep disturbances and discomfort. Your support is deeply appreciated, and I thank you sincerely. Moving on to exercise number 4, the single knee hug. This movement is exceptionally effective at releasing accumulated tension in both the lower back and the hips. You might be pondering, Doctor, what direct connection does my back have to my sleep? The answer is profoundly significant. When your lower back becomes tight and restricted, it can lead to compression of the nerves that extend into your pelvic region. A tense lower back can inadvertently keep your body in a perpetual state of low-level stress, a condition that directly impedes the possibility of achieving deep, restorative sleep. To perform this exercise, lie flat on your back. If you find comfort with a pillow supporting your head, please use one. Allow your left leg to remain straight and extended on the bed. Now, with gentle, deliberate slowness, bring your right knee up towards your chest. Use your hands to interlace your fingers around your shin, just below the knee. If reaching your shin proves difficult, holding the back of your thigh is a perfectly acceptable and equally effective alternative, and indeed, it can be safer for your knee joints. Gently draw that knee closer towards your chest. It is paramount not to force the movement. You should feel a mild, therapeutic stretch in your lower back and in your right gluteal muscle. Hold this position for a few breaths, allowing the stretch to deepen. Then, slowly and gracefully, release your leg back down onto the bed. Now, we will switch sides. Bring your left knee upwards towards your chest, grasp the back of your thigh, and gently pull it towards your heart. Feel the release and the easing of tension in your spine. We will continue to alternate sides. Right leg up, hug and release. Left leg up, hug and release. Move with deliberate slowness, as if you are gliding through water. There is absolutely no haste required. We are consciously communicating to your nervous system that the demands of the day have concluded, that you have nowhere else to be, and nothing else you are obligated to do at this moment except to nurture and care for yourself. If you have undergone a hip replacement or experience any hip discomfort, please exercise extreme caution and gentleness. Only extend the movement as far as feels comfortable and beneficial. Pain is not the objective, but rather profound relief is. We are progressing smoothly to exercise number 3, the gentle hamstring glide. This particular movement addresses a widespread issue among seniors: tight hamstrings, the large muscles located at the back of your thighs. Prolonged periods of sitting often lead to these muscles becoming shortened and constricted. When your hamstrings are tight, they exert a pulling force on your pelvis, tilting it in a manner that can unfortunately increase pressure on your bladder. By gently lengthening these muscles, we effectively create more space within the pelvic area and promote a greater sense of relaxation throughout your entire lower body. For this exercise, you can remain lying down. Keep your left leg bent with your foot flat on the bed, which helps to protect your lower back. Now, lift your right leg upwards towards the ceiling. It is not necessary for your leg to be perfectly straight. A slight bend in the knee is entirely acceptable and often preferable. Place your hands behind your thigh. Now, with a controlled motion, extend your heel upwards towards the ceiling, as if you were trying to press a button on the ceiling with your heel. You will feel a stretching sensation along the back of your leg. Hold this position for a brief moment and then gently relax your knee. Let's repeat this motion on the same leg. Extend your heel upwards, feeling the stretch, and then relax. This is a pulsing, dynamic motion, not a static stretch where you force yourself into a position. We are facilitating a glide, allowing the nerve and muscle to move freely. Extend your heel upwards, exhale, and relax. Let's switch legs. Place your right foot flat on the bed. Now, lift your left leg upwards. Grasp the back of your thigh. Extend your left heel towards the ceiling. Oh, doesn't that feel wonderfully therapeutic? It might feel somewhat tight initially, perhaps like a stiff, rusty hinge. However, with each repetition, envision that you are applying oil to that hinge. It will gradually become smoother and easier to move. Extend your heel upwards and relax. Extend and relax. You might notice a slight vibration or trembling sensation in your leg. This is perfectly normal and simply indicates that your muscles are working and releasing tension. However, if you experience any sharp pain, gently lower your leg slightly. Our aim is to feel a sensation of beneficial tension, not discomfort. We are drawing ever closer to the conclusion of our physical routine with exercise number 2, the reclined butterfly. This is one of my personal favorites, specifically designed to open up the hips and gently release tension in the pelvic floor muscles. Many individuals are unaware that they carry significant stress within their pelvic floor, unconsciously clenching these muscles throughout the day. This persistent tension can mimic the sensation of needing to urinate and is a common reason for nighttime awakenings. Our goal here is to learn to consciously release this tightness. Lie on your back. Bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together, allowing them to touch. Now, with a slow, controlled motion, let your knees fall open to the sides, much like the pages of a book unfurling. If this position feels too intense, do not hesitate to place pillows underneath your knees for support. In fact, I highly recommend using pillows as the primary objective is not to achieve a deep, strenuous stretch, but rather profound relaxation. If you find yourself straining to hold your legs in position, you are not truly relaxing. Therefore, place a cushion or pillow under each knee, enabling you to completely let go. Place your hands gently on your belly. Close your eyes. Simply allow yourself to be present in this moment. Let gravity perform the work of opening your hips. Feel the gentle lengthening in your inner thighs and the subtle opening of your hip joints. As you rest here, I encourage you to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply, feeling your hands rise on your belly. Exhale slowly, feeling your hands fall. With each exhale, visualize the tension releasing from your hips, flowing out of your body, and dissolving into the mattress beneath you. Silently affirm to yourself, I am letting go. This posture is remarkably potent for your nervous system, facilitating a shift from the fight or flight response to the rest and digest state, the very state where true healing occurs and where deep, restorative sleep becomes possible. Remain in this position for a few more calming breaths, savoring this moment of profound stillness. You absolutely deserve this peace. Before we move on to our final and arguably most critical exercise, and then to the bonus life hacks, I would genuinely love to hear from you. I am aware that we have cultivated a beautiful global community here. Please take a brief moment to pause this video and kindly share in the comments section where you are watching from. Are you in a bustling city like London, a sunny region like Texas, or perhaps somewhere else entirely? Furthermore, if any of these exercises felt challenging, or if you have a specific health question, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments. I personally review each comment and endeavor to provide as many answers as possible. We are in this journey together, and my utmost desire is to help you achieve success. We have now arrived at exercise number 1, diaphragmatic breathing with leg elevation. This is the final physical component of our routine, and it masterfully sets the stage for the invaluable life hacks we are about to discuss. This exercise is exceptionally effective at draining fluid from the legs, a crucial step in preparing your body for rest. You have a few excellent options for elevating your legs. You can simply stack 2 or 3 pillows at the foot of your bed and rest your calves on top of them. Alternatively, if your mobility allows, you can scoot yourself close to a wall and rest your legs vertically against it. The fundamental principle is to position your feet higher than your heart. Once your legs are elevated, gravity immediately begins to work in your favor, naturally encouraging the movement of lymph and blood away from your feet and ankles, directing it back towards the core of your body for processing. However, we are going to amplify this effect with a secret ingredient: your breath. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your abdomen. Inhale slowly through your nose, counting to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your abdomen rise, pushing your hand upwards. Your chest should remain relatively still. Now, hold that breath for a count of 2. Then, exhale slowly through your mouth as if you were gently blowing through a straw for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel your abdomen fall. Let's repeat this sequence. Inhale deeply into your belly, consciously filling the balloon in your abdomen. Hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly, gently pushing all the air out. This specific pattern of breathing is known to stimulate the vagus nerve, which acts as the master switch for initiating relaxation within your body. When combined with leg elevation, this breathing technique sends a powerful, unequivocal signal to your body that it is time to power down. Aim to perform this for 2 to 3 minutes each night. It effectively aids in flushing excess fluid, calms the mind, and importantly, prepares your bladder for one final, complete emptying before you drift off to sleep. Congratulations on successfully completing the exercises. You have taken significant steps in physically preparing your body for restorative sleep. However, as promised, we must now address the often overlooked environmental and habitual factors that may be unknowingly sabotaging your sleep. Here are 3 indispensable life hacks that will empower you to fall asleep more quickly and remain asleep throughout the night. Life hack number 1, the 3-2-1 rule. This is, without question, the golden rule of evening preparation. If there is only one single takeaway from today's discussion, let it be this remarkable strategy. It is known as the 3-2-1 rule, and it provides a simple, yet incredibly effective countdown to achieving better sleep. First, number 3. 3 hours before you plan to sleep, we cease all food consumption. The rationale behind this is that digestion requires a substantial amount of your body's energy. Consuming a heavy meal or a late-night snack shortly before bed forces your body to expend significant energy on digestion, diverting its resources away from the crucial process of resting and repairing. This digestive activity also tends to elevate your body temperature and keeps your metabolism running at a higher pace when it should be gradually slowing down. I understand that the allure of late-night snacking can be powerful, but I urge you to make a conscious effort to close the kitchen at least 3 hours before you intend to fall asleep. Next, number 2. 2 hours before bed, we completely stop drinking any fluids. This particular guideline is absolutely paramount for those of you who frequently wake up during the night to use the bathroom. By adhering to this, we provide a much-needed respite for your kidneys. Therefore, refrain from drinking water, tea, juice, or any other beverages 2 hours prior to sleep. Now, I can anticipate your question. Doctor, what if I need to take my medication? Of course, taking your essential medications is a necessary exception. A small sip of water to swallow your pills is perfectly acceptable, but it should not extend to full glasses of water. I recognize that this can be a challenging adjustment initially. If 2 hours seems like an insurmountable goal at first, begin with 1 hour. Then, in the following week, gradually extend that to 1.5 hours. Consistently work your way up to the benchmark of 2 hours. Your bladder will undoubtedly express its gratitude. Finally, number 1. 1 hour before bed, we dedicate time to performing our prescribed exercises. Recall the series of movements we just practiced. Ideally, you should aim to complete these exercises approximately 1 hour before you intend to sleep. Why this specific timing? Because these exercises, particularly the leg elevation component, provide a dual benefit. Firstly, They effectively relax your pelvic floor and leg muscles, thereby alleviating physical tension that can contribute to discomfort and awakenings. Secondly, and most critically, they facilitate the drainage of that excess fluid we discussed from your legs back into your system. By performing these exercises an hour before bed, you provide your body with ample time to process that fluid into urine, allowing you to make one final, complete trip to the bathroom just before you turn off the lights, effectively emptying your bladder. If you delay addressing this fluid drainage until you are already in bed, your bladder will likely begin to fill while you are asleep, inevitably leading to those unwelcome 2 a.m. awakenings. If time constraints prevent you from completing all 5 exercises, please prioritize at least exercise number 5, the ankle pumps, and exercise number 4, the knee hugs, as these are the most vital for achieving the desired fluid drainage effect. Life hack number 2, set the atmosphere. Now, let us turn our attention to your immediate environment. During the period of your exercises and that crucial final hour before sleep, it is essential to deliberately create a conducive atmosphere. Begin by playing some relaxing music, something slow, instrumental, perhaps incorporating natural sounds like gentle rain or the soothing rhythm of ocean waves. This sonic environment serves to gently distract your mind from anxious or intrusive thoughts. Pay close attention to your lighting as well. Harsh, bright, white lights send a signal to your brain that it is daytime, and they actively inhibit the production of melatonin, the body's natural sleep hormone. Therefore, turn off the main overhead lights. Instead, opt for a small lamp equipped with a warm yellowish bulb. The objective is to create a dim, cozy, and inviting space. You are aiming to mimic the gentle descent of a sunset. This visual cue provides a powerful, ancient biological signal to your system that the day is drawing to a close. And finally, life hack number 3, the sleep diary. For those of you who possess a scientific inclination or simply enjoy a more analytical approach to your well-being, I highly recommend keeping a simple journal or diary. We often tend to perceive our health as being subject to random fluctuations, but in reality, it is rarely that unpredictable. By diligently tracking your progress, you will gain invaluable insights into what strategies are most effective for you and which ones might be less beneficial. If you experience a particularly challenging night where you feel worse than usual, make a note of it. However, go beyond simply noting poor sleep. Become a detective. Document the specific activities and events of your day. Did you consume something spicy for dinner? Did you engage in a disagreement with a loved one? Did you watch a disturbing movie? Did you have coffee after lunchtime? As you consistently record these details, you will begin to identify recurring patterns. You might discover, for instance, every time I eat tomato sauce in the evening, my sleep quality suffers. Even more importantly, make a point of documenting your positive nights as well. If you wake up feeling wonderfully refreshed and energized, make a note of that too. Ask yourself, what did I do right on that day? Did you skip your afternoon coffee? Did you enjoy a walk in the sunshine? Did you fully complete your evening exercises? Did you dedicate time to a beloved hobby that helped distract you from daily stressors? When you truly understand your personal triggers and facilitators, you become the ultimate master of your own health. You transition from a state of guessing to a state of knowing. My dear friends, we have covered a significant amount of ground today. We have learned practical techniques for fluid drainage from the legs, methods for releasing tension in the lower back, and a structured approach to your evenings with the invaluable 3-2-1 rule. I understand that embracing change can sometimes feel daunting. The good news is that you do not need to implement every single recommendation perfectly starting tonight. Instead, simply choose one thing to focus on. Perhaps tonight you will commit to trying only the ankle pumps. Or perhaps tomorrow you will make an effort to stop drinking fluids just a little earlier. Any progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Small, consistent steps are what ultimately lead to significant, life-changing destinations. The very fact that you have remained here, engaged and listening until the very end of this video speaks volumes about your commitment. It indicates a deep and genuine desire to improve your health and well-being. It shows that you have not given up on yourself, and that, my friends, means you are already firmly on the right path. You possess the inherent power to fundamentally alter how you feel. Trust in your body's remarkable capabilities, exercise patience and kindness towards yourself, and continue to move forward with purpose. Thank you so very much for dedicating this valuable time to me. I sincerely wish you a night filled with peaceful, uninterrupted, and profoundly restorative sleep.